Good afternoon, everyone. This is the council meeting of November 9th, 2020. I will take attendance and will note that we are all here, except for our dearly departed colleague, Patricia Culhane. I'll ask City Clerk and Director of Corporate Services, Matt McDonald, to lead us in a moment of reflection.
May we be worthy custodians of all that has been entrusted to us. Help us to be concerned only for what will promote good government. May we bring to our council chamber minds that think and hearts that feel, always having respect for others so that we may serve the people of our city in a helpful manner and for the good of all.
It is with deep sadness that I announce the sudden death of Belleville City Councillor Patricia Culhane. She passed away late last night surrounded by her family at the Belleville General Hospital, where she had spent 50 years of her life caring for others in our community as a pediatric and emergency nurse, and then as a supervisor. We are grateful for all of the emergency medical staff for their efforts. All of us on Belleville City Council extend our condolences to her son Tim and her large family here in Belleville and across the world. The City of Belleville has lost a passionate advocate for our city and a defender of all of our citizens, especially those who she considered the most vulnerable. Pat always took the view that her seat at this council table gave her an opportunity to be a voice for her community, and she was determined to exercise it. Whether you agreed with her or not, we always knew where she stood, and she was able to articulate her position clearly and effectively. We have lost an important member of our council, and we will feel this loss for many years to come. Funeral arrangements are being considered by her family, and the City of Belleville will cooperate in whatever way possible during this time of COVID-19. More information will follow when it is available. A book of condolences will be available at the front door of Belleville City Hall here at 169 Front Street until next Monday, November the 16th. Those who would like to extend their condolences to the Culhane family are asked to sign the book during business hours from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please remember to wear your mask and respect physical distancing at all times. Councillor Patricia Culhane was first elected to Belleville City Council in 2006 and then re-elected in 2010. She sought election as mayor in 2014, narrowly losing by only 161 votes. After a 4-year break during which she did contract nursing in the Arctic, she returned to City Council in 2018, where she served on numerous committees and represented Belleville on the committees of Hastings County and the Quinte Source Water Protection Committee. The flag at Belleville City Hall and all municipal buildings will fly at half-staff until her internment. For those watching on television or on the City of Belleville streaming service, I would like to point out what we have here at Councillor Culhane's place. The City of Belleville flag is displayed proudly on her chair, representing the great love Councillor Culhane had in serving as an elected representative of the people of our city. The photo is from when Councillor Culhane was sworn in this term, and there is a rosary to recognize her faith as a Roman Catholic. There is also her nameplate and her officially requisitioned water bottle. Finally, there is the largest coffee mug possible, as Pat liked to have a lot of coffee during our council meetings. I will now ask councillors to each bring forward a solitary red rose to leave at her place, starting with Councillor Williams. Councillor Millette. Councillor Sandison. Councillor McCaw. Councillor Carr. Councillor Thompson. Councillor Kelly. We will now observe a moment of silence for our dearly departed colleague. May she rest in peace and may her memory be eternal. You may be seated. I'll ask if there is any disclosure of pecuniary interest and general nature thereof. Councillor Standison.
Thank you, Your Worship. On 8B1 and the associated bylaw 2020-207 regarding the property at 1507 Casey Road, that property is owned by my daughter and her husband.
Thank you. Councillor Kelly.
3, Mr. Mayor, 8A3, choose Belleville Marketing Campaign Manager, Economic and Strategic Initiatives Report, 8A3.
Thank you. Councillor Millette.
Thank you, Your Worship. As with Councillor Kelly, I declare for 8A3 the Choose Belleville Marketing Campaign.
Thank you. What we'll do, gentlemen, is we won't require you to leave the room today. We'll just note that you didn't vote on those resolutions. There are no public meetings today. Reading and confirmation of the minutes of the regular council meeting of October 26, 2020, and the regular in-camera meeting minutes of October 26, 2020. Can I get a mover and a seconder, please? Moved by Councillor Sandison, seconded by Councillor Carr. All in favor? It's carried. We have cancelled all deputations today, and there is no correspondence. I need a motion to go into committee of the whole to hear and consider reports, passing of recommendations and resolutions with myself in the chair. Moved by Councillor McCaw, seconded by Councillor Sandison. All in favor? It's carried. I am going to ask for a motion to that pursuant to Section 410 of Bylaw Number 2019-48, the procedural bylaw, that the rules be suspended. Moved by Councillor Williams, seconded by Councillor Thompson. All in favor? It's carried. Moved by Councillor Carr and seconded by Councillor Kelly that the 8A, 8B, and 8C agenda items be approved with the exception of, be approved, which will, will just be approved with the noted conflicts that councillors have declared. All in favor, it's carried. Let the record show that Councillor Sandison, Kelly, and Millette did not vote. A motion to rise and report. Moved by Councillor McCaw, seconded by Councillor Carr. All in favor, it's carried. First reading of bylaws, and again I'll note the conflicts that were raised by the councillors. Bylaws number 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210, 211, and 212. First reading, moved by Councillor McCaw, seconded by Councillor Carr. All in favor, carried. Second reading of bylaws 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210, 211, 212. Moved by Councillor Thompson, seconded by Councillor, I'm going to go with Councillor Carr because I think the conflict. So all in favor, it's carried. And third and final reading of bylaws 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210, 211, and 212. Moved by Councillor Carr, seconded by Councillor Williams. All in favor, it's carried. And the minutes will be noted to show the conflict or potential conflicts that councillors declared. New business. My colleagues, there was a previously circulated resolution dealing with the changes to the proposed Municipal Elections Act, moved by Councillor Kelly, seconded by Councillor Thompson, that the resolution be endorsed. It will be listed in the minutes of today's meeting and for the public to see, and it will allow us to take action on it. All in favor? It's carried. Announcements. Obviously, we don't have any announcements today. I just want to mention the fact that Remembrance Day is occurring on Wednesday, and that the Belleville Veterans Council has asked that it be closed to members of the public. This year, I can tell everyone that your TV will be at the Belleville Cenotaph to broadcast that live. So we invite members of the public to watch that on your TV, and we appreciate everyone's cooperation and understanding. Next, confirmatory bylaw, bylaw number 2020-213, a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council at its meeting held on November 9th, 2020, be read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed this 9th day of November 2020. Moved by Councillor McCaw, seconded by Councillor Kelly. All in favor, it's carried. Motion to adjourn, moved by Councillor Carr, seconded by Councillor Millette. All in favor, it's carried. Thank you, my colleagues.